This air around us is full of energy. There are hundreds of waves of the electromagnetic spectrum. You cannot see them, but they exist. Likewise, thoughts are also energy waves, and these thoughts impact the environment. A holy sage lived amongst the upper recesses of the Himalayas in a cave. By the side of the cave was a beautiful lake, and every day he would sit on its banks to meditate. That lake attracted the royal swans or Rajahansas who would congregate there by the dozens. They were absolutely fearless of the sage and would often walk by him and even sit by his side. An ornithologist from Delhi happened to come to that place and was excited to discover these Rajhansas. He hoped to capture a few and take them back for the Delhi Zoo. But the moment he would come to a furlong's proximity of any swan, it would fly away. So he took the help of the sage and forced him, saying, "Look, this is so important. These swans are not scared of you. Please sit tomorrow with the net behind you. When they come close, just throw the net on a few of them." Being obliged, the sage sat for meditation the following day. But he was not meditating, instead was thinking of capturing the swans, and from time to time he would open his eyes to see if any were near. To his dismay, 2 hours went by, and no swan came close to him. He wondered what had happened. Earlier on, the thoughts within him were so full of goodness and non-violence that the swans had perceived them and felt completely secure in his presence. But on that day, those changed thoughts had changed the vibrations that the swans perceived, and that is why they kept away. This world, as we see it, is far subtler than meets the eye. Quantum physics has helped us appreciate that our concept of matter being solid is actually faulty. And if we were to go down to the subatomic level, we would find merely vibrating patterns of energy. And the manner in which the energy vibrates helps identify them as earth or water or air or fire or sky. This knowledge was given to Arjuna 5,000 years ago by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara itiyam me bhinna prakritirashtadha. He says, Arjuna, from the Vedic perspective, everything in this realm of Maya is different forms of my Shakti or energy. Likewise, thoughts are also energy forms. This air around us is full of energy. There are hundreds of waves of the electromagnetic spectrum. You cannot see them, but they exist. If you take a radio set and start turning the channel knob, you will pick up one station after the other, indicating thereby that the waves are present. Likewise, thoughts are also energy waves, and these thoughts impact the environment. That is why when you walk into a temple, you are suddenly overwhelmed by a hush of peace, and you experience a gush of devotional sentiments. The reason is the bhakti that has been performed by tens of thousands of devotees in that house of worship has become lodged in the building. Likewise, when you enter a slaughterhouse, immediately the spirit droops and the mind is saddened. That is because the shrieks and howls and cries of the tens of thousands of animals killed there has got lodged in the building. The story of Shravan Kumar from the Puranas is very famous. He was a dutiful son of his parents who were blind. When they needed to travel, he would put them in baskets, tie the baskets to the end of a bamboo and carry the bamboo on his shoulder. However, that obedient Shravan Kumar, once in the forest, stopped at a place, put the baskets down, and shouted at his parents, "Enough is enough. How long will I serve you like this?" Shravan Kumar's father realized that was the spot where for some time the demoness Surpankha had been staying. So he requested Shravan to just carry them a little further. And when they moved out of the place, Shravan Kumar's mindset changed again. Of course, as we progress in sadhana, we develop the ability to decouple our thoughts from the environment, and hence adept spiritual practitioners have the ability to harbor divine thoughts in all kinds of circumstances and situations. But the story of Shravan Kumar does illustrate the impact of thoughts upon the environment. Let me read about it to you from my book, The Power of Thoughts. Our thoughts are energy forms, but of a very subtle kind, even subtler than the electromagnetic spectrum. These are the ideas, plans, and opinions we generate in the factory of our mind, and they impact every aspect of our life. Though thoughts are subtle, the power they contain is immense. Hence, saints who have mastered their mind are able to release thought waves of love, peace, and compassion that influence everyone around them. Therefore, let us harness the power of thoughts to fulfill the purpose of our lives and serve all of humankind. We have thereby completed a 21 episode journey in this series on the power of thoughts.